Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I'm going to start you off with something that is very exciting. For those of you out there that have kind of been following a lot of the developments with the company R3, this is a really exciting slide I'm about to show you. And for those of you that don't, R3 is a software company that has they've got one of their softwares is Corda. It's called Corda, and they've got a version of it called Corda Settler. And Corda Settler is currently using XRP as for settlement. And XRP is the first digital asset that Corda is going to be using in Corda Settler. It is the first digital asset. There will eventually be more digital assets, and this slide kind of shows that, I guess. But this is from at 9x Machine X9, and the slide is this, and this is pretty fascinating. Now, this really kind of shows you what is about to happen and where everything is going. If you look over here on the left, continuum of settlement assets. There are many types of and ways to move money, like things. Excuse me. On-chain settlement assets, aka cash, central bank digital currency, commercial bank digital currency, e-money, and he's got these circled, and it's got wholesale, central bank digital currency, retail, liquidity as a service. There's a bunch of different things here, and then down here on the bottom they show stable coins, and those are kind of outside of that circle. But if you look here, the way XRP would connect to all of this, and they're literally showing it to you through API in this chart. Other payment rails, SWIFT, GPI, Bitcoin, domestic payment hubs, RTGS systems, and XRP. Now, this is a big deal right here, because what they're showing you is that Bitcoin and XRP and SWIFT are in the mix side by side as if they're all equals. And listen, in a video from earlier today, I said if I was going to buy 2 digital assets, and in fact I've narrowed all of mine down, I own pretty much Bitcoin, XRP, and Cardano at this point, because I am so convinced, based on what I've seen, that Bitcoin and XRP are going to be the main ones. I believe XRP will be the core of it. I believe Bitcoin is going to be involved because Wall Street and the powers that be have co-opted it. But you can see in this chart what's happening. Now, look down here. This is from a slide presentation by Todd McDonald, co-founder, chief product officer at R3. The tokenization of everything, why you should love digital assets. And this was done on March 7th in Singapore. So, great find right here. All right, next, I love these tweets from Rhythm Trader, and here's another one that I liked, if I can get it to come up. Bitcoin versus gold. Gold 7.5, I think that's more like 7.5 to $8 trillion in gold right now. Bitcoin has 160 billion. Once Bitcoin overtakes gold, each Bitcoin would be worth over $350,000. We live in the digital age. A digital gold is the future. The flip is inevitable. Whew, that's exciting to even think of. All right. And then we have this. I believe Brian Melancholy. Yeah, Brian Melancholy XRP at MikeHoncho_11 showed me this. This is a tweet from Tiffany Hayden. I've told you, Tiffany Hayden, I guess you would call her the most influential person in the XRP community. She's probably been around longer than just about anyone and is very smart. She tweeted this out. Throwback XRP. 2014, the market cap was 150.8 million. 2019, the market cap is 18.2 billion. I'm not a fan of market cap, but look how far we've come. And she's tweeting an article from the Wall Street Journal. It's not an article, but it's just a little snippet, I think, that was in the Wall Street Journal. And it was back in the day. Market cap 150 million. Available supply this. Facts. Supply is limited. Its protocol enables the free and instant, less than 6 seconds exchange of any store of value, dollars, euros, Bitcoin, gold, loyalty points. Doesn't require mining. So yeah, we've come a long way. Okay, next from NBK Crypto at NBKLYRAD sent me this. Bitcoin ETF will be approved when this happens, SEC Commissioner. And I'll give you my opinion on this after I read it a little bit to you here. An SEC Commissioner who's a Bitcoin skeptic admits the agency is experiencing internal disagreements over how to regulate crypto. However, Robert Jackson, excuse me, says the SEC will be more likely to approve crypto proposals such as a Bitcoin ETF once the industry matures. And he goes on, he says he's suspicious, but says the agency will view cryptocurrencies more favorably when the market becomes more transparent, more liquid, and adds bigger players. In other words, they're going to wait until these big Wall Street players come in, because those are the guys they're going to let make the big money on it. That's me talking. Yeah, of course, until the market's bigger and more liquid, of course, that's when they're going to approve. Because until the big boys, the Goldman Sachs and all the big guys are positioned to make the big bucks off of this, they're not going to approve it. Because remember, everybody that works at the SEC and Goldman Sachs, it's like they're all buddies. They go back and forth between the Treasury Department, SEC, Goldman Sachs. These guys are all interconnected, and anybody who thinks otherwise is out of their mind. The government is not some total independent body in all this. That whole concept is ridiculous. That's not how the world works. Okay, Houdini Rippolini at Ripple NINI. All in on XRP. Now this is a good article that he sent me. I like this. This is from the Daily Hodl. All in on XRP. CME trading competition winner says he's betting on early retirement. This is interesting, folks. The winner of CME Group's, and they have an annual trading competition. The competition he won it in 2016 says he's all in on XRP. In a new viral tweet, Eric Cho told his 142,000 followers he's decided to go with XRP to place a big bet on early retirement. After paying all my debts and savings for emergencies and some real estate, I went all in on my investment cash in XRP. I'm retiring if it reaches $2 to $4. I love it, because I'm with you, buddy, but $2 to $4 is peanuts compared to where we're going, dude. All right, the crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7 sent me this, and this is from the CNBC Futures Now. Bitcoin jumping over 9K, hitting its highest level in a year and up more than 155% just this year. And the crypto utility guy comes in and says, Bitcoin futures are now the only futures worth having. And I agree, and he's riding the rocket ship. Okay, Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11 sent me a Jungle Inc. tweet. For those of you that don't know Jungle Inc., he's a really good guy, on top of the fact that he's got a really good YouTube channel. Go to Jungle Inc. and give him a subscribe, and also go follow him on Twitter at Jungle Inc. XRP. He's a really nice guy. I've gotten to know the guy. There's a lot of bad guys online. He's not one of them. He's one of the good guys. Trust me. And Jungle Inc. had tweeted out this article. JP Morgan analyst admits institutions are behind the Bitcoin bull run. An analyst associated with the U.S. multinational bank JP Morgan Chase has admitted that institutional investors are behind the ongoing Bitcoin price boom. They quoted this guy, I can't ever say that name, saying that the market hugely understated the importance of the listed Bitcoin futures contract, mostly because of the overstating of trading volumes by cryptocurrency exchanges. And then down here he says, the overstatement of trading volumes by cryptocurrency exchanges, and by implication the understatement of the importance of listed futures, suggests that market structure has likely changed considerably since the previous spike of Bitcoin prices in the end of 2017, with a greater influence from institutional investors. Change of heart. He says, more recently, and since the start of May in particular, the sharp increase in the price has seen a modest further increase in the hash rate thus far. And as a result, over the past few days, the actual price has moved sharply over marginal costs. And then it's this Kruger guy. He says, it is mostly institutions behind the Bitcoin bull run rather than retail investors, as it was during the 2017 mania. I want to make one point here, folks. These guys are just figuring all this out. We've known this for a long time. Just remember this as we go into this. I want you to remember this and remember it good. He's right. Institutions are starting to pump all this up. Institutions dwarf retail in terms of what it'll do to this market. But remember, XRP went to $3.50 to $3.80. And that was when it was just retail. But that was when it wasn't the retail that's coming from Wall Street turning on the faucets and sending all of their retail customers in. It was from retail people like you and me who figured out the hard way to get into these, who went and we may have opened a Coinbase account and then transferred something over to Binance or some other exchange to be able to get to XRP. It's a new world now. Now you're about to have retail to be able to go through Wall Street to go straight to XRP. And we've got more ways from Coinbase and everybody else. Now Coinbase has XRP across the world. You can go directly into XRP. Then on top of that, we have the institutions. And on top of that, we have utility that is imminent, especially with XRP. And when I say utility, I mean money flowing through XRP that's being used in payment flows and used by banks. I can't say enough. What is coming cannot be imagined in terms of volumes versus what we've seen in the past. It's going to dwarf 2017. All right. Next, from Coin One, I showed you earlier today that they were going to be working with Ripple. And then they tweeted this out. It's about Ripple. It's also about Cross, and this is a wrong Twitter handle there. If you have any friend working in South Korea, please introduce our remittance service, Cross. Cross, your remittance hero. And then this is the website, and it's Korean, and I tried to translate it, but they've got a remittance services that's now using Ripple technology, folks. And this is one of the bigger exchanges over there. You can see this at crossenf.com. Okay, next from Penny Pincher, big things happening, and copied me on this. This is interesting right here. I'm just about to finish up. Hong Kong tycoons moving assets into Bitcoin and offshore amid political turmoil. As Bitcoin cracks 9,000 to reach a yearly high topping 9,300, Hong Kong residents are paying a premium for the world's largest cryptocurrency. The digital asset is reportedly being used as a safe haven for wealthy residents in Hong Kong who are looking for a way to protect their funds against a proposed law that would allow the government to extradite alleged criminals to mainland China where they would be tried. The extradition bill would impact Hong Kong's status as a financial powerhouse, affecting not only Hong Kong residents but also foreign nationals who are living or traveling through the territory. A financial advisor reports that capital flight is underway. The fear is that the bar is coming right down on Beijing's ability to get your assets in Hong Kong. Singapore is the favored destination. Since extradition would allow officials to seize assets, wealthy investors and crypto enthusiasts are turning to offshore investments and alternative digital assets such as Bitcoin. So when the governments crack down and freedom is under attack, where's the money going? It's going to Bitcoin. It's going to digital assets. And you're going to see more and more of this, believe you me, because these governments, make no mistake, they'll call it your patriotic duty when all of their fiat, the nightmare that's been created with their money printing, when all that collapses, they will look at you like you're some kind of criminal and tell you it's your patriotic duty to hand them over a percentage of your savings that you worked hard for while you didn't do anything to deserve to be put in that position. That's what's coming. Next, from Vitsevin, One of our community members made a mistake writing down his mnemonic. One of the words was wrong. Now, what is a mnemonic phrase is, if you have a Ledger Nano S, they give you a 24 words which represent your passphrases. Those are your secret keys. And what he's talking about here, that's called a mnemonic phrase. And what he's talking about is, if one of your words is wrong, he said he was able to recover his funds in less than an hour using this tool. So VitSaveN has created a tool where if you lost one of your words but you had the other 23, you could recover your funds by doing this. And apparently this person, he said he promised to send 8,000 XRP donation to charity if the tool would recover his account. So I guess there's a huge donation incoming at Good XRP at St. Jude. That is cool. This guy right here is going to go down in history as one of the most intelligent contributors to the XRP community ever. He'll be written about in history books, in my opinion. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that VitSaveN is a genius. Thanks for listening.